I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. And when you're out there, was out there, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly. And all that you were having the time of your life. But think twice. That's my only advice. Come on now, who do you think you are? Bless your soul. You really think you're in control? Well, I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. Just like me. My hero had the heart to realize I wanna live. And all I remember is thinking I wanna be like this. Ever since I was little, it looked like fun. And there's no coincidence I've come. And I can die when I'm done. But maybe I'm crazy. Maybe you're crazy. Maybe we're crazy. Probably.
Alrighty. Hold up. Let me do what I need to do. Hey, how y'all doing today, man? I want to welcome y'all to another edition of the Prince Pierre 9.5 Live Show. I am the game show host, Prince Pierre, and this is the game show. I decided to do a show today. I know I touched on Antonio Brown a little bit on Monday's show, but I said we're going to go on and do a show about this because it's something that needs to be stated. There ain't no anti-Antonio Brown message. No. It's not that. We're not here to bash on brothers, man, you know. We're going to tell the truth, and we're going to talk about the truth here. You know, that's what the game show is about, man. Uncommon information, uncommon truth, man. That everybody don't know every day. To do, all right? We got a show not here, you know, people hostile me because I got a person. It ain't about that. You know, people want to, you know, ask about particular content, you know, the cowboy content. It is what it is. I did the cowboy content for a reason, to motivate me to do a show. All right. To let information come organically. All right. And I'm gonna tell you why I do cowboy content, right? Because I just come in there and talk with the Cowboys. Do I want them to win? Of course, I got the Storm. But I'm gonna tell you why I'm winning. I'm gonna show you, you know, during the off season, we're gonna get we stay on, but we're gonna talk about the NFL. We're gonna talk a little bit about some NBA. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little football guy, so I kind of, you know, that's really my number one sport. That's the sport I gravitate to. Sport I always talk. I used to be in serious NFL circles and all that, so I could talk football all day. You know, we got a room with some cats, man. You know what I'm talking about? We've been talking ball, man, for almost 15 years, man. You know what I'm saying? Created some good friendships, man, and end up getting outstanding understanding. Because what sports do, it breaks the monotony. You know what I'm saying? You be able to make your opinion on politics because somebody gonna do something to affect politics. It's politics and everything we do, okay, which is personal relationships and all that kind of things. Have different outtakes on the female demographic, and that's why a lot of times we're gonna get into things like that. Okay, we're gonna touch a lot of different topics. That's why my show is the Prince Pierre 9.5 live show. I am the game show. All right, and I talk about what I lived through. And when I said, I know I'm known a little bit of a private guy, but I said the only way my YouTube channel is going to really grow is I'm gonna have to bring my life to the public. All right, you know what I'm saying? I don't have nothing to hide. You know what I'm saying? So never had nothing to hide. Like I told somebody a long time ago, there's some guys out here doing YouTube shows that got some serious L's on their records. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And and no operation as a using testimonies and things like that. I got testimonies in my life as what I'm going through and what I've been doing and what we're doing. And hey man, I'm here, I'm fixing to do what I need to do. My goal is to monetize the show organically. All right. So, I'm seeing people out here, man, doing with half the brain knowledge, uh, half the content that I have with 1 million subscribers. All right. They say it's about subscribers. Bullshit. You get to 1 million, you guarantee every time you go up to make $6,000 every time you do a live stream. Or every time you do it, every time you get 100,000 people watching your content. So let's stop the bullshit. Okay. Now, so it is what it is. That's the goal here. You know what I'm saying? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna invest. The goal is, talk to some consultants. Because my content is never going to change. Only thing that's going to change is how I present the content. Okay, I talk NFL, I talk real life, I talk game. All right, the games we play, which is life, the games we watch, the games we play as a kid, the games we're dealing with these women, all this kind of stuff that we deal with. That's what I do. Names on the show. I did shows with gimmicks, no gimmicks, bro. I'm Prince Pierre 9.5 live. You know what I'm saying? I put that to remind me to always keep my eye on the ultimate prize, what we really promoting is a 9.5 alkaline life. All right. So, that's what we're here to do. Okay. And we're gonna sit up here, man, and we just gonna let it be known. All right. So, it is what it is. Somebody laugh at you because you got to go to bed. I might not never mention 1 million subscribers, but motherfucker, I'm gonna go so try to do it. I already know what to do to get 1,000 subscribers in here in the next month. I know what to go do. All right. So one thing I got to do is clean up my language a little bit because I got to be able to relate to everybody. I don't have a race-based show, but I will touch on some race-based people. We will be analyzing the Cyrus student cities. We will be analyzing some of these guys that's out here. We're going to break people down. I've been watching some YouTubes and I've been seeing people doing things like that. I'm on when Power come back, we do a couple of shows, on Power a little bit, just talk about what I saw on that because I watched the show, uh, breaking other things down and things like that. I'm just give you my opinion. And, I don't care if I only get 2 people in. We're gonna be doing live. We're gonna be doing 10-minute to 20-minute, uploads down the line. That's when I go get my iMac. I'm gonna go get that here in a little bit. Give me a camera so I can just be anywhere and do what I need to do. Go live anywhere I want to go live. I'm in a nice place. I can just go put my camera up, go live outside. You know what I'm saying? Being in life. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what Prince Pierre 9.5 live mean. I'm living. All right, I'm in the truck stop doing the show. Okay? I know what to play in public. The people is not going to come over here because I'm playing Janoris Barkley. I'm going to come back and I'm going to play my intro, which is the right time. That's the intro. All right. And then when we get to one invitation, then I got to have my own music. See, I already know. See, I'm a small YouTuber right now. I'm getting the messages, but they're not gonna bother me because I'm a small YouTuber. There's things you can do when you're a small YouTuber. When you get to 1,000, you got the stuff that I'm doing, playing certain intros and outros. I can't do that anymore because I'm not gonna have 1,000 live streams and making Warner rich and making AMG rich. That's not gonna happen. All right. But I know tricks of the trade where you can also buy music or something you want to play, you can actually rent it. Okay. And then in order that you rented the music, you can, I think you can buy certain songs for $25 or whatever like that. So it gives you a lot, get you a lot of playtime. So if you do go to 100,000 something, I can still monetize the show. So it's a lot of little tricks I could do, a lot of little researches we got to do that I know a little bit about. So I'm gonna consider myself a struggle YouTuber because I don't rely on YouTube right now to feed me. So I'm not a struggle YouTuber by any means. Struggle YouTuber is somebody lying on the stream to pay them. Okay, I'm not at 1,000 subscribers yet. Okay, I already know what to do. I already know to go get a certain amount of gift card that get me 1,000 subscribers within a month. Then the next thing I'm gonna give away when I get to 10,000 subscribers. We also, though, when I get kind of set up to where I want a bit, I'm gonna play some video games that I like, that I used to play, and talk about some issues on that, Grand Theft Autos, things like that. So we're going to be a live show, and it's really about life. All right, we're just gonna live the Prince Pierre 9.5 life. That's what it really means. So it could be some upstreams and be some live. So that's what we're here to do. All right. So what are we gonna do today? I'm not gonna here to preach to you or nothing. We're just gonna analyze. Okay, that's what I do. I analyze things. I don't have no sermons or nothing to preach to you, but I am spiritual. I do go to the holiest biblios, and use some things, because I could take some characters from the holiest biblios, like David and Solomon and them kind of characters, and I can show you modern day Davids and modern day Solomons. Okay, real quick. So you don't know nothing about my mind. Okay, so all I'm doing, the so-called niggerish stuff, I don't have to do none of that. Now, I'm gonna make a warning to you, any one of you cats. When I get to 1,000, 10,000, you want to beef with me? You don't want to do that. I will surgically destroy you. You know what I'm saying? So don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't worried about it. Because ain't nobody gonna bother me. I got 102 subscribers right now. But I know when I get to 1,000, get to 10,000, get to 20, 30, that's when you little guys want to come over here and try to analyze what I got going on. I mean, you just be making me more money. Because I will verbally destroy you with no problems. I'm ready for that, but that ain't the intention of the show. The show is to do what I do. But if you want to come on over here and tell me what I'm doing, I'm gonna destroy you. I will pimp on you real good. No problem. So I ain't worrying about the beeps and all that. I ain't gonna have them long. Because I'm gonna knock you right out the park. You might do 10 shows on me. I ain't gonna do but one on you. I'm finna get all the information. You know what I'm saying? Go pull your beak. I mess around and do you. I'll go out here. I'm smart enough to go and spend $5 on your background check. That's all it costs. So I can technically destroy you and show your credentials. I won't play none of your feeds or nothing. But I will go pull up your Facebook Live or go pull up your doggone Instagram up in there and put it up there. Because that's public record, boy. You better privatize fooling with me. So I ain't into the beefs. I ain't into the mess. I'm just talking about I ain't got to worry about that. Yeah, they bows. I ain't using them right now. I just got them on my head just in case somebody say I'm talking too loud and I'll just turn them on. So, but we're going to go on and get into the intro of the show. I said I'm going to start coming with a song that's relevant. We're going to talk about a crazy individual that people are categorizing. So I said, I'm going to play Janars Barkley right quick. That's what the game show do. We play music that's relevant to what we're talking about. Thank you, Nonsense. Thank you, No None. Appreciate you. Like, share, subscribe. Let me put it up there. Like, share, subscribe. Yeah. Thank you. This is Gameville. This is Gameville, Texas. You know what I'm saying? I might not be in Texas, but we in Gameville, Texas, as far as my stratosphere. You got Surgeon with the Macosphere. I just got Gameville. We're just gonna come up in Gameville. We're gonna chop up some games, some information. We're just gonna sit back and break down this situation. But I'm gonna take a little break. We're gonna go to the little intro, man. Because you already know we got to pay homage to the Montague Doctrine, Leona, Harold Leona, be Montague, Harriet Montague, Harriet Butler, my mother, You know what I'm saying? You know, and the family. So I always go to the right time because hey, it means a lot because my granddaddy transitioned on the same day Ray Charles transitions. You know what I'm saying? In 2004. So that's why I play that. Okay. You know, like I said, everything I do here means something. That's the thing about the game show. We not like when I say like when I played. Greg probably said, "Why are you playing Rock and Robin?" Well, if you've been watching the show early in the year, I was high siding some people about about the Arizona Cardinals, and I said, "Oh yeah, they got and Kyler Murray, I called him the Rock and Robin. He got it was undefeated board, but see, kid, I was not gonna come in here and they rocked up inside them Cowboys' head, and I've been playing Rock and Robin against other opponents." Why would I not play Rock and Robbins against my Cowboys? Cowboys didn't show up that day. They didn't get it done. Not, if you don't get it done, Dallas, I'm cool. But I'm gonna tell you why you ain't getting done, and I'm gonna tell you what it is. So that's what we do at the game show. We use a little bit of music to describe what's going on. So that's what music do. It's supposed to remind you of the times or give you a situation, set up a situation. Like I told somebody before I go to the intro, I think Sunday. You know, It's the third show we've done this week. So he said, I'm getting better, getting more consistent. The goal is to do 4 shows a week. Look like I might be doing 5 this week. All right. Playoffs gonna come, but we're gonna get off the we'll come back with a little more monologue, talk a little bit more about the structure of the show. Then we're gonna go on and get on into the Antonio Brown. I do 2 hours, so that's most I get. But anybody that wanna come up and ask questions about situations, you can. This is an inactive show. We will be efforts in interviews and things like that, talk to interesting people down the line. And that's when we start growing up, getting 1,000 people. People gonna want to come holler at me, and then I won't be the star. They'll be the star. Anybody that come up here and be a guest or I'll spotlight you, you the star. It ain't me no more. I'm the star when I'm on my own. I gotta carry. But but we're gonna ask some serious questions, and we're gonna find out what's really going on. We're gonna copy and paste something right quick. Let me see how long it take come up. There it go. So if you can tap on it when you're ready. Not right now. When I start getting into what we're getting into, but it's up there. You're free to comment. I read your comments on the air and all that there. Down the line we'll start, we get ready to start doing some more things. We'll start, saying, hey, you want to donate to something. We'll get that down the line, but we ain't gonna do that right now. We just want to build up the fan base, build up the gamers, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a gamer, you a gamer, man. You know what I'm saying? We all trying to get information, get more games. So we naturally gamers. We play the game of life. So you're a gamer. You know what I'm talking about? So hey, it is what it is. So let me get on into the intro, man, of the show. And I gotta, I ain't got the the roadcaster yet. So some of the stuff ain't gonna be automatic. I got to go do some little rigging, but I got devices, I got devices that play on time. So we got to go over there and go get it. I've been going over there to the playlist, which is Alkaline Pepper, No Flesh, How Sex Trust, Lord Step Beyond the Flesh. Care to ask situation choice about it in the mind. Some of these dumb niggas don't even know what the shit mean. I'm talking about God, you dumb fucking nigga. I'm gonna chill because I am in public, but sometimes I do gotta cuss when people get ridiculous and redundant. They know what they do know what I mean and know what I'm talking about, and they want to play like they dumb but they know what I'm talking about. That's not lose respect for some of you niggas. But we're gonna chill out. We gotta work to get a little bit better with the verbiage, but we're gonna get better. So let's get on over here, man. I'm gonna turn myself off, and we're gonna go on the jam to this real time right quick, and then we'll be back, and we're gonna get on into the topic, and we're gonna break down. We're gonna analyze what's up with this situation. That's Antonio Brown. I'm gonna let him. We're not gonna talk about his play. There's nothing to talk about. Okay, before I go, there's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to talk about. The man is a HOFer. So we ain't got to be talking about that. There ain't nothing to be said. Okay, we're gonna talk about situations, the acid situations that have been happening in his life for the past 5 years. All right, so that's what we're gonna talk about. Right, about situation to teach. That's what I bring. I got a bit. I don't preach. I teach, and I try to analyze and see what's going on. I hope to prevent this in the future. That's what we got to do. We got to prevent this stuff in the future, man. Hope we can let people know, man. take care of your business. So let's go. We're back.
You know the nighttime is the right time to be with the one you love now. Then I baby, then I come on, baby. I wanna be the one you love now. You don't know what I'm thinking of. I know the nighttime. Oh, it's the right time to be the one you love now. I said to be the one you love. You know my brother had to die. My father, the people child of God. Oh, baby. Then I come on, baby, now. I want you to hold my hand. Yeah, tight as you can. I know the right time. Oh, it's the right time to be the one you love now. You know what I'm thinking of. Oh, sing a song, my baby. I said, baby, baby, oh, baby, oh, come on, baby. And I want you by my side. I want you to keep me satisfied. I know it's my time. Every day it's my time. Yeah, it'll be the one you love. Well, if you
All right, let's get on into it, man. Again, welcome to Prince Pierre 9.5 Live Show. I am the game show host, Prince Pierre. Welcome to the game show, man. Hey, what's this name title of this all? Antonio Brown, analyzed by the game show. All right, so let's see what somebody done said. Absolutely. Now I'm gonna give you a little secret. When I kind of give my everything, that's what a lot of these intros. That's kind of intro I always have. I always had a Cosby Show. That's what it would be. I have them on now. So down the line, I'm on the iPad right now. But when I get my little computer game, I already got it. I just got to go get it. Got the money. Just got to go get it because I gotta have it already set up, ready to go. So we ready to go. So we good. Go on and hit it up. Let me hit it up. It's showing up. All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we play music or whatever to see it. We're here to show it. We might not be able to show it to you, but we want to tap into that mental cortex, bring back some good memories. Cosby Show was a great show as a kid. It was a positive show as a kid. A lot of grown folks say they didn't like Cosby Show, but actually the Cosby Show wasn't meant for grown folks. It was meant for children. So, I told somebody that. I ain't like Cosby Show some woman. It was dumb. It wasn't meant for you. I was a kid. It ain't meant for you. You know what I'm saying? No this. It was just a show. Okay, it was safe for your kids to watch, right? All right, now. So let's move on. Now, Antonio Brown, I'm gonna take myself off for a little bit. We're gonna show on and get ready to go on and highlight him today. This is the image everybody remembers of Antonio Brown, right? All right, so him walking off the field that day on that week 17 Sunday at East Rutherford, New Jersey, at MetLife Stadium versus the New York Football Jets. Zach Wilson and company. Going up against Tom Brady, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So we seen that. We seen that there, man. And I'm gonna go on and start with that first, and then we'll go back and transition back into it. So it's enough for him for right now, right? So we seen the. I am finna play. I am finna go find some highlights to play, some hypocrisy from some guys running their mouths. If I feel like I need to play it to really expound on the situation, with Antonio Brown. So we already pretty much know, right? So the key is that he came off the field. He told Tampa Bay head coach Bruce Arians that he don't feel good. He's not able to go. He feel like he's injured or something like that. There's something hindering him. He might have heard something pop or something or whatever. We know who knows, right? And he tells the coach, "I can't go back in." So when what happened, allegedly Bruce Arians said, "Either go back in or you no longer a Buck." Okay, go back or you. All right. So we know what happens after that. That's allegedly what happened. The NFL not being cut yet. As I don't know today, I was driving. He wasn't cut. He wasn't cut on Sunday. He wasn't cut on Monday. He wasn't cut yesterday neither. Because the NFL has got to investigate. You can get out here, man, because it's this thing called collective bargaining agreement. Just can't sit here and do willy-nilly the players, you can't do that. They got a union over there. Okay, it's collectively bargained, right? Choose come for this. They go down, except the COVID was something new. They had to add on the end to it because they already had got the collective bargaining agreement all sealed up and signed and delivered in 2019. Okay, all right. So yeah, so they already had that solid seal delivered in I think around September, October 2019, right? So they already had the sixth bargaining agreement that went into effect last season and it's going to stay in effect until 2030, right? Now we can get into why you signed 10-year agreements. I don't agree with that, but we'll get into that another time. So he does something called a grievance, right? He filed, he got to file a grievance. They got to investigate. They got to find out what's going on, right? So that's the reason why technically he ain't cut yet. He probably not around to come to the facility right now. Today is Wednesday. Today is game plan installation day today. They have their meetings today. They're starting to break down their last opponent, you know what I'm saying, which is for them is the Carolina Panthers for week 18. So they are doing business. They're probably practicing or within their practice of game plan installation today. Okay. I talk to fail. Okay. I don't. Okay. Now, what it is, that's what's going on today. So I don't know where I don't care because it ain't about it. Is he there today? It's about analyzing the situation. Well, so if a player come in and say, "Man, I can't go," right, and the coach is supposed to be like, "You can't go," okay. It ain't Antonio Brown's job to even tell the coach he can't go. It's a buffer called a trainer that tells Bruce Arians he can't go. All right. If you want to go by the true pecking order in NFL, because coach got a game coach. Okay. So a player comes off, he goes to the trainer, you know what I'm saying, and the trainer looks him over. Trainer might say some who's because they're not giving all the information. The media outlets is not being transparent. They're not doing what we call journalistic integrity. They're not giving each side. They're not. I watched all that stuff on Monday, all that stuff on Tuesday. I ain't heard nobody say, "Hey, the guy said he was hurt." If a guy says he's hurt and he can't go, it's nothing. It's nothing to talk about in the National Football League. Nothing to talk about. That's first of all. It's nothing more to talk about. He's no good for you. Okay, you need to go analyze him, take him to the training room, do an X-ray, do whatever you need to do, find out, make him go through some serious tests, and then it's up to the trainer and all that. Because we know about because there's some history of some decorated, you know what I'm saying, surgeons that Rob Griffin. Come on, don't play with me with this league. Don't play with me. All right. Okay. It's hypocrisy everywhere in the world. It's human beings, so it's hypocrisy around. Okay, don't mean everybody do hypocrisy, but if human beings are concerned, there's somebody gonna do some fuck shit, and somebody gonna make some mistakes, somebody gonna do something. It's a human element. People got feelings. People got feelings. You know what I'm saying? People got minds and how they want to do things. All right. So enough of that. So that's the main reason. So Bruce Arians told him, "Get off my field. You're no longer a Buck." But let's look at it in a different way. Everybody is tripping on his reaction of him taking off that. He could have took it to a next level. Called assault the coach. Do you know anything about coaches getting assaulted around in there? You better go listen to some Shannon Sharp over there Undisputed. Shannon Sharp, come on there almost every day talking about it. No platform. I'm just saying that it be coaches and players going into blows. These are grown men, man. We talking about this ain't college football. Absolutely. I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into all that, right? And anybody want to come up and debate me and challenge me in this, you can. So what I'm saying is, yeah. So we know that coaches do cross the line, right? So he didn't respond the way you wanted him to respond. Sometimes people do certain things, probably taking off their jersey and doing what he did. It's probably going to go beside head. Because it could have been worse. Dude tell you ain't no longer a Buck. But I came over here and made plays for you last year and help you horse up and boy the trophy, Bruce Arians. Because you was over there getting pimped on by Cam Newton last time you was in a big game, sir. So let's not forget your history, man. All right? Not saying you're not a good coach. Not saying none of that. I'm not getting into that. We talking about this situation here. I ain't giving, the history of Bruce Arians, I'm not concerned with. But recent history, you brought these guys and you watched that Super Bowl. Who made plays in that Super Bowl? Who scored touchdowns? We know Tom Brady threw touchdowns. We know Antonio Brown caught a touchdown. We know that Gronk caught a touchdown and Leonard Fournette. So all the free agents in that big spot made plays in the Super Bowl. So we'll throw that out. So let's move on from that. All right. So that's what happened. Okay. What led up to that? Now people is mad about the reaction. Now, I would say this here. He did emotionally react. He didn't mentally respond. Now, mentally responding would have been like, you just step off, right? You step off with grace, you step off with class, and you go on move around. You don't even get into that, right? But when you emotionally respond, you will do. It could get worse, or it could be what he did. It could have been. Let's get into Mike Evans trying to calm him down. We don't know the relationship between Antonio Brown and Mike Evans. I really don't mean because y'all receivers, everybody homeboys. You might have a good working relationship with the guy. Y'all might catch balls or whatever, but y'all might not be homeboys. Y'all might not hang out. You might not. Because it is people. The clicks. Because I think like Terrell Owens, he used to kick it with when he was in Dallas, it was him and Marion Barber used to hang out. And one other receiver. He didn't hang around with Patrick Creighton or or any other receivers over there. He ain't, that's who that was his running mate when he was in Dallas. Just to make an example. That was his running mates. You know, Michael Parsons running mates. Some defense, but mostly is Dak and Zeke Elliott. That's who hang out. You know, it is what it is. I'm just, and then all those school days, but we ain't going all the way back 30 years. I mean, White House ain't gonna get into that, So everybody ain't cool. What did he telling him? His man might ever ask him what's the problem? Or might ever say, man, what you doing? Don't do that. Well, he's not trying to hear that, you know. Some these everybody ain't what you call a calm, the calm amongst the storm guys. Brady don't have right now. He got to look at, he's a quarterback, so he got to study the film and study the little photos and look and see. He got a quarterback, so you don't bother him. You know what I'm saying? That's any quarterback. You don't bother them. They got to go study. They got to see what the defense doing. You know what I'm saying? So they can go back out there and quarterback. And he's out on the field. But it is. I didn't whole game, so I don't really care about it like that. I just know the result of it, right? So this is what it is. As I finish this part off, he didn't, he couldn't talk him down. How can you talk somebody down when the head coach told him either play or get off my field? There's nothing to talk about. Now, he didn't get off the field the way you want him to get off the field, but he got off the field and went to the locker room like he was told. You know what I'm saying? He did with the career of the situation. And we'll get into in a little bit. So that's right. Somebody told you, gave you A or B, play or go. He chose to go. All right. He left. Okay. Well, you can't do it like that. No, you're not supposed to do it that way. No, you're not supposed to. You know. So I agree with that part. But it could have been worse. It could have been somebody throw a punch. We seen a coach throw a coach. We seen a coach Buddy Ryan, the late great defensive coach Buddy Ryan on the sideline hit Keith Gilbride in the mouth on the sideline, sir. We done seen. You just seen the Rams, Jalen Ramsey spurring the safety in the mouth. You saw it at the Cowboy game with the Washington football team when Payne, put his finger in Allen's face and Allen put that stiff jab in that man's mouth. We done saw Dallas curse early in the year. I think he did it against Carolina. I don't know who he did. I think he did it against the Carolina Panthers. The swing at one side. At the end of the game, I think we saw somebody was. We don't saw crazy shit before in the National Football League. We saw Odell Beckham when he played at when they played against the Carolina Panthers. You know what I'm saying? And Josh Norman was running around with the baseball bat, telling me we gonna shove this baseball bat where the sun don't shine. And doggone and goddamn Odell Beckham went crazy. So we done saw football players get in. We done heard the stories about Michael Irvin back in the day that they came out last year and they with the whole shit the media did, when he got the ESPN to be on ESPN on First Take on Mondays with Stephen A. You know what I'm saying? They want to bring up the time when he was down there in Austin, Texas. You know what I'm saying? Was it Austin? Or was it Wichita Falls? But it was Wichita Falls. When they used to have the training camp at Wichita Falls back in the late 90s, that Michael Irvin, stabbed a dude named I forgot his name, offensive tackle with a root with some scissors, man, with some clipping scissors for your hair, stabbed him in the neck. So don't tell me nothing about no what Antonio Brown did, taking off a jersey and walking off the field. So I'm gonna give you proper perspective what I done seen in the National Football League. You remember Latrell Sprewell? Come on, man. Come on, man. We done seen worse. So what Antonio Brown did, ain't compared to what I done seen in the league. Malice at the Palace. Are you kidding me? That's why I like tell babies like they might think about it. Well, we gonna cut our nose, spot our face. We might need to go in here and talk with this man and see what's up right quick. We do need this guy in the playoffs. I'm from the Jimmy Johnson School of Football. I'm not cutting guys that can make plays for me, man. I'm not doing it because of some personality bullshit. Okay, because before I close, because the five was a cuttable fish, you didn't cut them for. We're gonna get in that a little bit later. All right. So that's just to talk about that part of it. You know, I can't. I'm not tripping on that. That ain't nothing. Guy kicking doggone jersey out, walking off the field, and he waving to the crowd. I don't. It is. He could have went up beside Bruce Arians' head. And let's get into this. What he just said. Bruce Arians did not want him. Tom Brady is the reason why Antonio Brown is in Tampa Bay, in the general manager and ownership. Okay, it ain't Bruce Arians. Never wanted him. He came out. They asked him about him in all season or whatever, or right before that when they signed. I forgot when they signed. I don't know if they signed during the season. I forgot. I thought they signed. I forgot. But he was on the team. So, and they asked him in the interview, and he said, "Well, I don't know if we need that kind of in the locker room." He didn't want him, right? Antonio Brown probably knew that, right? Off the bat, they that was played all around the media. It was on the Mouse Ears Network, over there at the Rupert Murdoch Network, over there at the Peacock Network, over there at CBSSports.com, the CBS Sports. All them media outlets had that over there. No serious NFL radio had it. People in the room we talked about, we chopped it up about it. So, I mean, it's no secret, but last time I checked, you ain't gotta actually like a guy and be homeboys and shit to win Super Bowls. You just got to be able to what? Make plays and be accountable and responsible for what you do at your position. And make sure you have yourself ready for game day. What to say? 6 days to Sunday or 6 days to game day? Because you got Thursday night football now, 4 days of game day. Don't get me started on Thursday night football. Something I don't like, but make you have to do fantasy faster than I like doing. But it is what it is with that. But I digress from that. So that's what I'm saying. All right. So that's the most important thing you need to know about that situation, right? I think that's the bottom line. So what I do is I rate things. I do compare and contrast. I don't get paralyzed by moments, bro. I done seen worse. I done seen Bill Romanowski spit his J.J. Stokes' face in a Monday Night Football game. Come on, man. Come on, man. We done seen worse in this league. So let's All right. So now I'm gonna move on from that and let's get into the main thing. Now, anybody want to come in, chop it up with me, you can. We're gonna ask some questions about it. All right. So now we know what happened in that moment. Okay. Let's get into Antonio Brown. All right. And we'll go back into Bruce Arians a little bit later. Let's get into Antonio Brown, right? So, we're going to go and get into Antonio Brown. So let's start with Antonio Brown. All right. Here's Antonio Brown I think everybody knows, everybody loved. When he wore the Pittsburgh Steelers. I want to chime on that a little bit. I'll take that off and I'll show you that. So, AB in Pittsburgh. All right. That's where he made his name. Now he done some questionable stuff in Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh overlooked it. You remember when they I forgot who they played, but they ended up making it. I think they played Kansas City, somebody like that. I think that's who they played, and they got to the NFC Championship, and that's when they lost to the Patriots. But before that, he did the Facebook Live. He ended up getting somebody from, I think, Facebook gave him a proposition, paid him some money, told him to go live in the locker room, and then you heard Pittsburgh Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin, talk a little noise, talking about we finna whoop New England's ass, and that was like the first situation, and people was questioning. A lot of people saying that they think what Pittsburgh gonna do. Pittsburgh didn't do anything to him. They just verbally said, "Hey, don't do that no more," you know, and don't do that no more. He after that he did. I think and then he 17. Yeah, he just signed a deal. You know, yeah, he just signed a deal. You know what I'm saying, for $84 million. You know what I'm saying. So they paid him. At that time, he was the number one wide receiver. He's making first team All Pros. You know what I'm saying, popping them like Skittles. You know, catching 100 balls, catching 120 balls, 17 touchdowns, 18 touchdowns, 16, 1,700, 1,800 yards. You know what I'm saying? Number one receiver in the league for like 5 years straight. From like 2014 to all the way to until he left the Steelers. Until he left the Steelers. That's the number one mistake he made. You never run for a team that paid you and understands you. He forced himself out of Pittsburgh. You know, which I don't know why he did that, right? So let's look at that. Let's really break it down. Let's get deep. Now, Mike Tomlin acted in NFL circles, but I don't witness him. I done seen him. I was at the Senior Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Right after he won the Super Bowl was the next year. Okay, I seen him. He came in there. I did a little high side talking about, man, he got the bumper on call. You know what I'm saying? He got a guy down there that's down there, Prince from Texas said, man, you keep a barber on call, dog. Yeah, I remember that was old T-Rock. I mean, there's some controversy with T-Rock. We ended up passing that, but we ain't getting into him. So he respected in circles. He got a Super Bowl win, second African-American quarterback head coach to hold up the Vince Lombardi Trophy in the National Football League to bring the stereotype of coaches. He even had speculations that USC wanted his services, and he came out and he made these things. When he had Willie Parker when he ain't getting the ball, he made the infamous. He said, what's behind me is not five rushing titles, it's not 6 rushing titles. You know what I'm saying? But it is 6 Vince Lombardi trophies. That's what we're about around here in Pittsburgh. I mean, them kind of statements he made. So he's respected in the NFL circles. I think he even part of the competition committee, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Hey, what's going on, Nelson? What's going on? Shit, you definitely, man, if you want to come in and talk about it, you can come in and chime it up with me anytime you get ready. I'll copy and paste it again. So yeah. So I'm going to get back into it. Let me do this, All right. So yeah, let's just show up. So and there I go. Hit the link if you want to come in. I see you. I invite you in. So he's respected. Quote, red flag by the powers that be, by the so-called pink people, the so-called white folk. Oh yeah, let me tell you something about white folk. White folks look at you a little funny when respected black folk, in power positions, and you disrespect them. They look at that a little funny. They don't trip if you disrespect the white coach or something, like Dez Bryant cuss out Jason Garrett. They get that. They might not accept it, but they're like, okay, we get it, But I say, huh? Now he didn't host up no Vince Lombardi with him. He was in the Super Bowl at the time, you know what I'm saying, when they played it, the people over there. But that's at the time he was developing to be a good leader receiver. He was going to be. He was a punt returner in a third down receiver. You got to remember, Antonio Brandon come on the scene being the top guy, right? But go ahead. It says, was part of the reason AB left because Pittsburgh, because being threw him under the bus on more than one occasion, as Pittsburgh never addressed being doing that. AB responding back at Ben. I think this is what I think. Pittsburgh, I got to start. I don't like them, but before the Le'Veon Bell situation, a lot of people start having that was doing the Le'Veon Bell bullshit as well when they didn't want to pay him. So it was a little rough over there at that time. You know, you had a top back, you had a top 3 running back, or people said the number 1 running back. People had Le'Veon Bell, number 1 running back. You had the number 1 wide receiver. You had a top, at that time, Big Ben was still a top 5 quarterback. They had a top 5 offense. All right. So it was a little, the main thing, they break it down, people was mad because Big Ben didn't stand up for Le'Veon Bell to get his money. That's what that was about. And then AB said some things about AB that Le'Veon needed to get some money. So that's why they got mad at Big Ben. That's what that was about. We had conversations with Pittsburgh Steelers fans about that, cussing them out, calling all kind of mother, yeah, a dude named, a dude with the same initials, AB. It is what it is. We say, man, what's up? Why you're not cutting the check to the man? Because at the time, they could have signed him to a little 4-year deal because he played 2 years on the franchise tag. I don't want to digress, but when you asked me that question, I got to go there. So that's what that was about. It wasn't, it was about Ben wasn't standing up. He was kind of doing what Donovan did a little bit, co-signing Westbrook, but not co-signing supposed to be his homeboy Terrell Owens. So that's what made that. And then Big Ben did say something to AB about a route running or something. AB did. But I don't know. And I think Pittsburgh, I forgot Colbert, the ownership, Rooney's, the head coach, everybody sit up in there, man, try to work with Antonio Brown in Pittsburgh. All right. They did not want to cut him. They didn't want to trade him at all. Only reason they traded him because he said he wasn't showing up. He wasn't going to show up to training camp. Or he wasn't going to show up to the OTAs and the mandatory mini camps and training camps. So they said, well, we can't have that. So that's when they went on and tried to ship him to Buffalo. Well, he reneged on Buffalo, right? And then we'll get into the Oakland situation in a minute. All right, so that's what that was about. So, but my take on it is Pittsburgh, he was getting his money. He was the top receiver in the damn league. What you ever said about Big Ben was getting him the football. So Big Ben was doing his job getting that man the football. He was doing his job. And other quarterbacks were doing their job too, getting him the football. He had games when he had the backup quarterbacks out of Oklahoma. He over here catching for 10 catches for buck 85, 3 touchdowns against the Raiders and shit. I mean, I remember them games. I saw them, So I'm just saying Pittsburgh was the place. Pittsburgh paid him. Pittsburgh would have continued to pay that guy. They didn't want to let him go. Because that guy was a new house route runner. He run big. And at that time, he had no issues in Pitt. He had no outfield issues over there until they won. And they tried, and they let him. And when he got into the match, it was the next year. The next year, he played the next year after that situation. He came back the next year and played for him. And it was the next year that he wanted out, right? When he did the Facebook Live in the locker room. He came back and played that next year and was all pro again. But I do add something. They said AB was a little bit mad about Juju Smith-Schuster getting some shine. I heard about that. So I'm gonna give you the game. And like I say, I don't have no skeleton in the race. I don't have no, I don't have no L against Antonio. I just gonna call what I see on Antonio Brown. He got some hypocrisy in his personal life that I can't respect. But far as that, 105th, far as that 110, he gets it done, man. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So next up, right? So, but I digress from the Big Ben. All right, Big Ben finna get up out the league and all that. So that's over. But my take, Pittsburgh they didn't mistreat him over there. Okay, I'm talking about him. Now they might didn't pay his homeboy and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Le'Veon Bell. Let me finish that off. But they didn't mistreat him in Pittsburgh. Tell me where you got to go find me with. I'm talking about the organization because peer versus peer group. That's peer versus peer. All right, but we talking about the organization over the top. Okay, and they have done some things with Big Ben. Big Ben got some problems. He has some situations. It is what it is over there. They sugarcoat for Big Ben, but they also sugarcoated for damn AB too. Cause you got Ryan Clark running around trying to tell them stories, and they looking at them nigga crazy. Like, what the fuck you talking about? Well, yeah, now he said, well, AB was quiet until he got. I said, well, soon as you get the money, he gonna act the fool. I don't know nothing about all that, man. I'm not getting into that. The man's making plays, man. The man's over here getting first team all pros. The man deserves to get his money. What are you talking about? I don't co-sign fuck shit. I don't do it right. Supposed to be you the number one reliever for 5 years straight. You get money, bro. They pay you. It's the Asian fuck. And ain't nobody and Pittsburgh gonna pay for talent, but they pay for that. And they wouldn't pay that running back. But I digress. So the next thing would happen. So that's the person. Now he goes to Oakland, hook up with Gruden. Now he's tripping on. Now it was a grievance on the helmet because I think Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers was allowed to play with that helmet for they was allowed to play with that helmet because they in a helmet deal. Okay, I think they had the Riddell. I think it was a Riddell helmet, and they went to another helmet. I think called the Revolution helmets, right? Okay, so they went to the Revolution helmet, right, and then they had the other helmet, but they gave Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. They allowed them to give them another year to play with the helmet they've been playing with, that style of helmet they've been playing with, which is the Riddell or whatever helmet. And he acted a fool on that. He ended up winning that. All right, he ended up winning that, and then he still was tripping. And then John Gruden was trying to keep him. He wanted his talent. What do you think of John Gruden? I ain't getting in. He gone. I already talked about that motherfucker in October. I lambasted him, and we won't see him ever fucking again. He got his settlement. He gone. We won't see him no more. So, draws there. He tore his draws there. So he ends up getting cut. They end up cutting him. Mike Mayock ended up cutting him. But I think he ended up losing $1 million. All he had to do was make it to the open day roster. He'd have got 30 million. He'd have got a check. These are facts, people. You can go fact check me. All right. So he leaves there. He goes to New England. I remember I said, oh shit, they finna go to the Super Bowl, and they were gonna go. That was the last year of Brady. That's when Brady, they was going. Here to stay, they were going. So, but what happened was he walks in there. Soon as he gets traded, soon as he signs on the dotted line in New England, the next day, the woman goes to civil court and files him for sexual misconduct. Now, all right, so that's what she filed. All right, so but she filed for sexual misconduct. You know what I'm saying? On the civil side of the game, she didn't take it to criminal, try to lock him up. So he gets there. They find that out. Belichick brings him in and say, hey, Belichick said, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much, do not go back and forth in that situation. Yourself play out. We're gonna let you play out. All right. Do not go back and forth with that. That's allegedly, but the rebut is really factual because what AB does after they play Miami, he had his best game. All right. The next on Monday, all right. A lot of teams have victory Monday, so you're off. So the Monday after that Sunday, then we find out on Tuesday. Well, we find out that Monday night that he was texting that woman back. And he was in there texting her, calling all the B words and the H words and doing all that. Belichick told him, don't do that. Warned him. Belichick gets up in the press conference. They try to ask him a question about that. He said, that's not football related. I forgot who their opponent is, but you know what he say? I want to talk about the New York Jets, whoever they was playing in this week. That's what he do. After he got about that damn press conference, guess what happened to AB? He's good. Now, I can't blame Belichick because Belichick warned him and told him. But Belichick ain't, no, that ain't what I'm saying. If somebody say, hey, man, we got your back. We're not going to cut you because of the speculation. Just do not respond to that. Let your legal counsel handle that. Do not respond to that. All right? Don't do that. Then you gonna respond? Belichick is not finna have press conference talking about no doggone Antonio Brown and the bitch. All right, that's not gonna happen. He's gonna talk about how he's gonna talk about in his diatribic way, his nonchalant way. We're getting ready for this opponent. He's gonna talk about, hey man, I like the quarterback, and they got this nice player, this player here, good over here. What we got to do. That's Belichick. He talking ball. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna talk no bullshit. So he got cut. Been warned. So that's why nobody criticize you. You're not gonna criticize New England, no way, because New England got rules and regulations when you walk in the motherfucking door. Called the what? The Patriot Way. So it is what it is with that. And that's much of those things. And I'll show you these pictures here. My bad. I didn't have it there. That's the Oakland, and then that's when he's with them. He didn't last long with them. So, it is what it is with that, right? So now I'm done with that. Now let's get into the game. All right. His personal life. Let's get into the woman. I don't play them games. Now, on this platform, I had a woman thought that she can verbally assault me or put me in a light. I don't play game with women. I don't play game with women, period, in my professional life, man. I play with women in personal life, all right? But I don't get on platforms and talk about, sexual things and things on these airs. I don't do that. Not here. I know platforms where I go where they do that at, and I go over there and do that over there. But I ain't gonna do that over there. I'm just saying. Because I do go do panels and they talk about some things. I do play around. But the time but it wasn't no personal. It was just like around it. All right. And I say, hey, we're not gonna, you don't ask me questions like that. I don't get down like that. I don't do sexual misconduct with women, man. You know what I'm saying, in the game. I don't get down like that, unless it's what? In my personal life, and a woman wants some sexual misconduct. That's what she want. I'll give one what she want now in a private setting, but we're not finna be out here boasting and bragging about what we're doing. Shit, I'm a heterosexual man, goddammit. I'll get down. All right. So that ain't the point. So what we talking about that for? All right, so I'm gonna put that out there. Well, he got some sexual misconduct with the woman, man, allegedly running back, slapping his Johnson on the back of her neck and shit. I mean, hey, hey, that's one of the speculations out there. You know that she allegedly said. Mm. All right, and she's suing him or whatever, and all that there. That's you can't. That's a red flag in the Me Too game. You know, no, sir. That's a red flag on you, man. So that's when people start looking at you. You have better chance getting in a gang of fist fights. You know. You see what happened to your boy. You see what happened to Ocho Cinco. You know, we didn't see him no more. When he messing with the basketball wannabe wife. There's only one wife over there. And she, I miss Shaq. I miss being with him now. Shut up. I don't give a damn about making money over there. You see, go here getting close to $1 billion, getting deals done with the white man. It is what it is, man. He always ain't my tripping on Shaq. I die. So, you getting into that. Now you run around here with a creep designation. I tell a motherfucker quick, I'll be known as an ignorant, no good son of a bitch before I ever be known as a creep. I was taught like that a long time. Grandma told me a long time ago, boy. Said don't be known, don't want to be known as don't be known as three things. You don't want to be known as a woman beater, and sexual misconduct, and underage girls. You know, don't let no girl run game on you and say she's 18 and she's 16 and you going and now you finna go you finna have a relocation address at a correctional facility, losing your using your liberation, you know what I'm saying, in society. Using your liberty in society for that bullshit. Got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You know. My grandma was able to put it in ways to make me understand. You don't want to be known for that. You know? You don't want that on you. Don't want them type of jackets. That should ruin your life. Look at Bill Cosby. O.J. Simpson. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's just the name of a few, man. You know, Floyd Mayweather. You know, Mike Tyson. You know, Mike Tyson, man, all kind of shit, man. You know, it is what it is. You know, now you might be known as you might be a verbal assassin or something, but because you got to do something to defend yourself, let a person know what it is and what would be done. You know, but no, we're not finna be no. You don't want none of them jackets on you, man. You don't want none of that. I think he even got I don't know allegedly. I think he supposed to have known to hit a woman or something like that, or one of them women or something. I think he hit one of his gals or something too. But I mean, but we know women can provoke you, but you got to be smart. You know, you got to be smart. These niggas out here getting money too. They tried to do Jamar Chase earlier this year. A woman tried to do Jamar Chase early in the offseason, in the preseason. You think y'all remember that? When the woman put it on her Instagram, talking about he's a pussy. But he responded very well. Went out there and set records over there and take care of his business. You know? So yeah. Got a vision title, running butt naked through secondary. Yeah, he's swirling, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. So that's the problem, man. You can't be out here doing them type of things. Them, you got a better chance going and getting in bar fights Like Aaron Donald did. You see what Aaron Donald did? Aaron Donald went and got in a bar fight, didn't miss a game. NFL do nothing to him. Hey, look at that testosterone motherfucker got in the fight. He was able to prove that dude disrespected him, and he defended himself or whatever, and he getting sued or whatever. Yeah, he gonna come off some money. But NFL like, we ain't gonna bother. The NFL security went out there and said, okay, fine, bargaining agreement up changing some things, saying where they're gonna investigate on certain situations. That's why they're not suspending guys like they used to. And they did get, Antonio Brown, which we'll get in there in a little bit. And then we're going to break down why. All right. They're not suspending people like they used to. Before, when Roger Goodell was just knocking cats out the box. And because of that Ezekiel Elliott situation, which I will say that the head investigator that they hired, that was a head DA in the New York district in New York, and think over there in Brooklyn, district attorney, came over there and interviewed I hate to say her name was Vanessa. That was her name, no pun intended. And the chick was lying on Ezekiel Elliott because Ezekiel Elliott didn't take this. It was a white woman, so he was swirling. He didn't take the woman to the NFL with him. He kept over there. She thought she was going to Columbus. She thought she was going to Frisco, and she ended up staying in Columbus. And then she went over there, man, and lied on him and Roger Goodell. And then NFL ended up realizing it was a lie. Goodell ended up went on suspended him anyway, But after that, they changed that rule. That they will suspend you, but they're gonna let everything come out now. They're gonna make sure. And I said this during the Ray Rice situation, and I said this during the Ray Rice situation at the same time when got suspended for with a switch. I said the next thing's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna lie. A woman is going to lie on an NFL player, and NFL gonna have to change the way they do it because NFL got to protect their players too. It's a twofold situation. You protect the shield, and you protect what's under the shield. If a player get outside the shield, then yeah, you can do you do what your business needs. Also too, so you got to protect them too. So you can't let players and do anything they want to. I called that a long time ago. I call that, and then it ended up happening to my team. But of course, so it is what it is, And Jerry was really hot. They told Jerry to shut up, but they finna kick Jerry out the league. I remember that shit. And Jerry heard up and shut up. Shit, Jerry said, I ain't going nowhere. I work 9, man. I ain't going nowhere. Shit, I'm good. Apologize, Roger, down everything. But it is what it is with that. So that's the problem. So, as young men and dealing with women, man, you don't want them jackets, man. You don't want women beating on your head. You don't want none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't let no woman, you gotta defend yourself. Woman coming with a knife, woman coming with a bat, woman coming with something, man, you gotta defend yourself if it's on some devastating shit like that. But and your life depends on having to put a knot on her head. I mean, it is what it is. But if they don't know shit like that, man, step off, and watch how you conduct yourself out here with these females and these women. Nigga, man, y'all, I got some info books. I'm gonna play on this line. Be cussing women asses flap out. That's the only shit. Yeah. Motherfucker. What's wrong? Shit. Cause that's the only thing in shit. Ain't wrong. Cuss her ass out. Especially she ain't a woman. Shit no. She ain't my friend. She ain't a woman of mine. She, I don't know if I'm a can of paint. Cuss her goddamn ass out real quick. I learned that from my old. I learned that from my granddaddy. Shit. I watched him go in the motherfucking store, cuss a bitch out. But that woman was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Coming in there trying to tell that grown ass man something. He ain't got no. I mean, he ain't trying to hit on them. You know, he ain't trying to hit on the woman. That's one of my pet peeves. One of my what makes me mad at any woman out there, or some woman I ain't trying to hit on. I ain't even thinking about you, and a woman trying, and I'm minding my business. And you trying to tell me something? I'm finna verbally get ignorant, dead on your ass, and tell you to call your man up real quick. Then to call your man. He need his ass whooped. You know. So, cause I ain't finna put no hands on no woman. But nah. But I digress. I'm just being real. You know. I just be real. You know. Cause I done been in some spaces minding my business. I tell y'all one story, man. You know. I went up to this little old hair store, man, called Jennings. I be going up there. I used to go over there, do Facebook and high side and shit. So I walked through there, and I walked around, and talking to a little young chick, you know. And I was just, cool. So now I ain't gonna put you on tape. I kind of put my little phone down. I ain't gonna put you on, something. Woo, woo, woo. So I got through talking with her, get ready to leave. So as I got through talking with her, getting ready to leave, this woman came out the place talking about what you doing in here. You don't know I walked by her. She didn't say nothing when I walked by her. Didn't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? I walked around and I said something to the other little lady, talked to her. I already know what it was. Mm-hmm. She got mad because I ain't choose on her. I wasn't choosing on another one. But I know who to be friendly to. I know who to talk to, who not to. I got discernment. I passed right by that one that goddamn me came around the corner and come trying to fuck with me. And I even told her. That's why when I walk by, I ain't say nothing to you. You know? And she tried to say, you all in this motherfucker, you know. So I got ignorant. I say, bitch, first of all, I ain't your motherfucker. First of all, I ain't your man. You hasn't eat me. Fuck you talking to me for? Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shit, don't know you from a can of paint. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you own. I don't know nothing about you. What you talking to me for? You know? And I end up, and so you gotta leave. I'm leaving anyway. Shit, I was on my way out anyway. That's why I really got ignorant. I'm on my way out the goddamn store and you fucking with me. So, I mean, that's as far as I'm gonna go with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, I will I done that plenty. Another story I was back in '09 in the bank. I went to the bank one day. I went over there, took care of my business with the money, put my money in the account, and she came back and said, grandmama was, and she just getting a little sister or whatever, man. She was just like, and I looked like, a senorita. A senorita could be a Puerto Rican, could be a Dominican, could be, Mexican, dumb bitch. So, and I knew grandma. She was just laughing. And then the woman was talking about, she ain't no Mexican. Grandmama said, senorita, that don't mean Mexican, baby. Shit, it could be, it's black. It's black senoritas out there, right? So that woman gonna try to raise her voice and say, hold up. I don't know what you own. You're not gonna do that. So you know what I did? Called the white manager over there. Oh yeah, I snitched on. I'm a square, nigga. I was in the square business, square world. You do square shit. Okay? I said, hey man. Yeah, you need to escort out of here, man. I think this woman has been a valuable customer. My grandma been a valuable customer with y'all for about 15, 20 years. And I think she got a lot more money than this bitch do. I think you're gonna have to make a decision today. You want to lay on the bee's money business, or you want this bitch's business? Well, they said pretty much, bitch, the fuck out of here. And we sure want to lay on the bee. Yeah, I pimped on that bitch real good. So, I mean, I ain't no flaw. I mean, I ain't no perfect nigga, but I know how to conduct myself out here on these streets. That thing, she trying to talk shit, you know. I said, yeah, look like you finna get the fuck up out of here. You ain't got no power, bitch. Fuck out of here. You know? So that's just two stories. And that's what I put to give you relevant shit around this motherfucker. But I digress. So back to AB right quick, right? So the next one, so that situation. So, where was he at? I think he was kind of out the league a little bit. I don't know where he was on his way to. But that was kind of in trends. I forgot. I don't know what team he was with. Oh, that was after yeah. Well, he was with uh he was with Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? Because he got a house. He lives in Florida in the off season or whatever. I think he lived in Miami or whatever. That's where he was living in Miami. The last story that I want to get to of AB is the one that kind of set him up for the bullshit that happened Sunday. All right, that was the fake vaccination card, which makes no sense in the National Football League. It kind of makes sense, you know what I'm saying? If you play in New York in the NBA, I can get you doing that. Something something that what's his name, Kyrie Irving could have done. It would have made a lot of sense if he done that, right? But precedent already been set by Antonio Brown getting pimped on, by. So this is what happened to Antonio Brown. The NFL didn't catch him because what happened was he ended up getting the fake card. So when he come in, he do show it, or he's fitting to show it, and somebody on the team advised him, do not do that. That is a federal offense. So what he does, he goes over there he goes and get his test to Tampa Bay Buccaneers, because you can get your vaccine at the facilities. All right, they got the people there at the facilities in the NFL, at the facilities. If you don't want it, you don't, but if you do want it, you can go get it, right? So he ended up getting it. So, he never really submitted the card or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So Tampa Bay never knew about it. NFL didn't know about it because he never submitted the card. But he did do that shit. So how did the NFL find out? He hired a personal chef. Well, the personal chef was ready to get it paid, which was $10,000. AB reneged on paying the chef. Well, the chef had leverage. He had information, which makes sense. If he's a personal chef, he's in your home, he cooking your meals. Guys probably coming over there talking about shit. He overhearing it, he heard it, and he kept it. Kept it in his mental, kept it in his mental, kept it in his mental cortex, kept it in his mind, which is what we call a Trump card. No pun intended on Donald J. Trump. So he Trump carded his ass. Sit back on that hoe. Hey man, I need my money, man. Man, I ain't paying. I kind of advise you to pay me, man. You know what I'm saying? This pay me for the work I done. Mine was a little more than 10,000. He might say, I set up for 10. Just pay me 10, I'm good. Now, bro, like, nigga, fuck you, I ain't paying you shit. You're like, nah, nah, oh, all right. Probably call him back again. Hey, man. Text message, however it was. Hey, man. I know. What you know? You already know I know. Pay me my dough so the NFL don't have to know. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, nigga, fuck you. All right. NFL security, he probably sent an email. That Tony, I got information on Tony Brown with a fake vaccination card, sent it on off to him. I think it cost him like six. That guy, 1,000. NFL fines go to charity. So some charities end up getting some money out of Antonio Brown. And that right there is what set him up this situation. How's that? I ain't justifying Bruce Arians doing what he did, but I think that Bruce Arians That's what you call not a. That's called no integrity. That go against man code. That go against man code. That go against manhood. You pay for services rendered. I hire you to do a job. I'm gonna pay you. I'm not fixing to commit a slavery act. That's slavery. Know that, right? Yeah, that's a reenactment of slavery. It is. It's really worse. Actually it's basically like kidnapping. It's actually like going over telling the motherfucking general, hey man, let me get them niggas you got over there. We're gonna take them over there. We're gonna work them, man. We're gonna take care of them. They're gonna get better. They'll be able to come back. And you don't never see them a goddamn again. Well, difference in modern day, you can't kidnap a motherfucker. You just hire a motherfucker and then don't pay him. That's slavery. Technically, that is slavery. You know? Motherfucker shit. Motherfucker go beside your motherfucking head, man. You don't pay me for the services I render. That's the part that pissed me off by Antonio Brown. Not the shit he did with Bruce Arians. Give a fuck about that shit. Bruce Arians egged that shit on. Mm-hmm. Shit, I don't respect this motherfuckers. You know, we know what you did to the mover. You didn't want to pay the mover. Didn't want to pay him. You're not paying people for what they do, man. That man's a personal chef. So that means to get the money he asking for, he had to go to school. He had to master that craft. It's like that mover. He had to go and goddamn me learn how to drive a truck. You know, he's a mover, so he got to break his back. He technically breaking his back for you to put your stuff in the house, or he got to box your stuff up. He got to make sure the people that he hires don't break your shit. Because you know the movers, the truck driver movers, man, they hire people from temp agencies and people, you know what I'm saying, looking for day work. So he got to monitor people so they don't come in there and tear up nothing. So you getting all your stuff, and then a mover, they move it where you want it. There's a lot of people hire movers. Because when you come in your house, you say, put that couch right there. Put that dresser there. You know, sometimes they even go in that motherfucker and put your bed together. A lot of you motherfuckers have never had a professional mover. I'm quick to hire me a professional mover. You know what I'm saying? You know, you know. So, you know, for certain things, I go hire one, you know. When I had a lot of furniture in the house, and I got a big old house, and I had to move house, I hired me movers, man. Shit. Help me out a little bit. You know, I go hire me a move. I'm gonna move too, but I want to knock this out. I ain't got all goddamn. I ain't trying to be out there on no goddamn move. Shit, I'm trying to be through with that shit within 4 hours. 2 hours getting it on the truck, getting it out, and I would do it out. Get drunk, patient. I was married at the time. Well, fuck on. I ain't finna be out, you know. I ain't finna break my back. I got to fuck my wife, you know, when I was married. That might, you know, like to tell her. But you ain't doing no movement. Shit, I gotta move. I gotta break. I gotta shit. I ain't finna break my back, so I can't break yours. You know. So I don't know what these niggas are, but and first they know how to move. They have help whatever they do, right? So you know, and I used to pimp that damn mover, boy. I used to be pimp him real good too, boy. Shit, give him for 2 hours on the move, boy. I wanted to pay $120. Cause I have everything ready out, cause I had everything ready for him to go. I had moving them but the heavy shit. So all the other box shit, I move myself. And mid stuff, I move myself. But I'm talking about that super heavy ass shit. Yeah, I gonna let the movers get that. So they gonna knock it out so we can be done with it so I can take care of my business, go to work, and make my money. But I digress. But you ain't paying people. That's my problem with Antonio Brown. Out here dealing with people in the square world and people that work for a living, people that got careers, and you go over there and they agree, and y'all have a verbal agreement, you know, Because if say fair exchange has no robbery, so you agreed to a verbal contract or a handshake, and I got to go take you to court, and then you might not show up to court, you know, all this old hoe ass shit. I mean, come on, you know, that's my problem, Antonio Brown. I don't give a fuck about a personal relationship between a man and a man on the NFL football field. I don't give a fuck they throw blows. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Cause see, that's a peer group. See, there ain't no peer group when an expert come to your house or you hire an expert. There ain't no peer there. You know what I'm saying? You might say coach ain't no peer, but it kind of is because you both got to be champions, right? Your job is to put you in position to make the plays. Your job is to make the play. So it's but you can't overdo the authority. You can't go crazy. It's rules in NFL. You can't do no crazy shit. So that's pretty much it, man, on Antonio Brown. You know, my take on that is that the most important thing is the end of the story is that you have to be it's an old saying by Herman Edwards, and he had it on Madden '04. He said, if your personal life ain't right, your football ain't gonna be right. What that means. See, a lot of the personal things that Antonio Brown done off the field, far as the relationship with the woman, far as the dealings with the mover, far as the dealings with the chef that end up getting him suspended, right? You see what I'm saying? And the person that didn't want you, you know what I'm saying? You kind of justified it a little bit, right? But he didn't do it the right way because if he wanted to cut Antonio Brown, the cuttable offense was the fake vaccination card. Everybody said, but no argument. People having a little debate on this because the head coach told him to leave. He just didn't leave in the way you wanted him to leave. And that's what you're mad about. You mad about his response to how he left. But he left. Then you see him and then he go, so he, everybody thought he left, but he stays up in New Jersey. He go get him a room and stay up in New Jersey and then go to New York, go across the bridge and go kick it over there with the Brooklyn Nets. Eat some popcorn, watch some basketball. Like nothing happened. You know, so uh, so if you want to look for the game show host to be anti-Antonio Brown, I told you what I'm anti. How you deal with people every day in the real world, you know, you know, and that's really the problem with people. You want respect, but you don't want to get none back. You reap what you sow. Technically, you never should even be in Tampa. You should be in Pittsburgh, or you should be just leaving Pittsburgh, coming to Tampa. You shouldn't be in, and I think that's the problem. You always embrace where you celebrate it. You celebrating Pittsburgh. You force your way out of that place. Now you go in these other places and you're not celebrated as you was in Pittsburgh. They knew you. They knew your tendencies. They knew how to deal with you. Some things you probably did, they didn't. They overlooked it. That's just Antonio Brown. We drafted him. We invested in him. It's our guy. You know. You know what I'm saying? Because when you go to new people ain't finna have no patience with you. They're not. Because the stories is out there. They making phone calls. People are talking. They're getting information from the janitor. They're getting information from other players. Because 35% of rosters are turned over every year. So it's some guys that play with Antonio Brown in 18, probably over there in the division opponent with the Saints. A couple of guys with and the coach over here, assistant coaches. Used to be with coaching staffs together, like the infamous 95 Cleveland Browns on the football line, right? We had all them coaches over there, you know, under Bill Belichick's staff. So, that's an example. Word get around, they're going to ask player about the player. I went to the Senior Bowl, asked about Terry Owens, some motherfucker me, I said, man, what Terry Owens like? He said, hey, and I asked Wade Phillips, said, Terry Owens was a good guy with me. He said pretty much it was up to him. He wouldn't have cut him, you know. So, I mean, it is what it is. You see what I'm saying? So, word gets around. And these are human beings you're dealing with. Personal relationships, business relationships, you know, you know. And a lot of times, man, people get this money and get to the NFL, and you thinking everything is right and everything is, oh, man. No. The money doesn't spell who you are, man. You know? You know? Take care of your business out here, man. Do right by people, man, accordingly, man. And then if you don't want to do right by them, don't fuck with them. Get out their face. You know? That's what's wrong with a lot of people, man. You know, we got to be better, man. We got to be better. You know, be better as human beings, man. You got to be a human being, man. You know what I'm talking about? We use the word beast and everything and all these other words, but you need to be, when you're on the field, you got to be, high testosterone. You got to be in the zone. That's why I'm not going to over exaggerate judge, what I'm saying, Antonio Brown on the football field. You know, where aggression goes down, where emotions are high, passion is high, drilling is running, you know. But there shouldn't be no damn adrenaline running when you hire a motherfucker to do a goddamn job, nigga, on some personal shit. That's what I'm talking about. So that's really the bottom line, man, to the game show. That's what we're here to do. We're here to preach. We're here to do. Like I said, anybody want to ask some questions or talk to me about it, have a disagreement, you was free to come up, chime in with me. You know what I'm saying? But I learned something from a great ghost. You don't rely on people to call in on your show. You don't rely on people to come on your panel. You got to carry your show. I can carry a motherfucking show. So, you know what I'm saying? I can carry a show. So, hey, you got to talk. You got to talk, you know. So that's really what it is, man. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Like I said, it goes to go 2 hours, but I go by the field and do what we're going to do. I'm through with that. And that's my take on the Antonio Brown situation. I didn't diss Antonio Brown. I just told you what I thought about the acts of Antonio Brown. I don't know the guy. You know what I'm saying? Never probably know him. Ain't tripping on it. Um, you know, I just know it's Pittsburgh days, and really was just, pretty much, he just played ball there. You know, he ran into, he did one little questionable thing that opened up Pandora's box to examine him a little bit more, right? You know, and then he turns around like say, you know, Big Ben didn't do something or whatever. And then you go to no nonsense places like New England. Belichick sit you down and say, hey man, this is the rules, man. Don't worry about that, man. Let that go. Don't have no interactions with that person, and I think everything will be good, Sometimes dudes ain't gonna threaten you. They just say, hey man, let's don't do that, and everything will be fine, you know. That's how most guys really say it. They're gonna always be positive with it. Everything will be fine, man. Don't worry about that. Let that go. You'll be all right here, man. We power on, go and go be great together. But when you do the opposite of that shit, he already wants you, you know, and you out of there. That's how Tampa Bay, gave him a reprieve. You know, Tom Brady, you know, stick up for him, much as he could. You know, it is what it is. So, but we'll find out if he cut or not later down the line. He's suspended. That's what it is. He's suspended. He's suspended for this week. So they'll make their decision what they're gonna do with them after Sunday. Is they gonna bring him back for the playoff run, or they're just gonna suspend them with conduct detrimental to the team? That's what it is. They're gonna suspend him for the year, right? They're gonna have to make a serious decision and make the right decision. You know. It's something that they can overcome, it's something they can talk through, something they can mitigate through, something, can they work it out? I don't think they can, because I think the respect factor with the head coach and the player, it ain't there, and the head coach ain't going nowhere. Player gone, you know what I'm saying? Because he's just one player. All right. Uh, but now in the future on the game show, man, I'm talking about the next things coming up, man. We'll get ready. Uh, talk about some more things. We get ready to start talking about the NFL. That's what I do until something else prevalent really happens outside. I know that people are starting to get more back politically inclined. I am going to do in the future. I have been listening to some people talking. We're going to start breaking down some prominent people like Cyrus Susetti. That's the name of a few guys. Pharaoh. We gotta, I gotta get back to listening to them guys again so I can get my research together on that. We're gonna start breaking some Black Power guys down, or they're authentic or they're fraudulent. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna figure out what we're gonna call that segment, or call what we're gonna do about that. That might be live, that might not. There might be some preloads. So when I get the preload game going up, that's when I have my editing game on point, and I'll be able to do some editing and be able to put some graphics in with the show on that. And they'll be 10 to 20 minutes long. All right. If we do them, we'll break them in 2 or 3, something like that. We just do it that way. So we're gonna get ready to start doing that. In the off season, I'm a football guy, so when they start getting around about March, we're gonna start breaking down some talent. I'll be ready to start showing you some all 22 Cowboys, some all 22 of Cincinnati Bengals, as far as Joe Burrow's concerned, Kyler Murray, some interesting guys. I'm more than Cowboys. I just use Cowboys as a base because they galvanize motherfuckers to talk shit. So we're gonna be doing that. We also gonna be getting ready to start, getting into the power. We're gonna start breaking that down. I might not do a show on that every time. It's gonna depend on the timing I'm at or what I'm doing. But because it's gonna be coming on Sundays, I'll kind of, I got to figure out when I can do it, because I probably need to do that on a Tuesday, so I can have people, because I'm only gonna give you 2 days. The show, if you got Stars, or if you got it, come on at 8 o'clock on Stars in the morning. That's when they drop it, and then come on at 9 o'clock at night if you're watching it on the direct and cable networks. You got the Apples and things like that. You can watch it. So first 2. So I'm gonna give you a 48 grace period on that shit, and we're gonna break that bitch down. All right. That might be a preload where I can probably show some things on that. Or if I don't, I just do it. But I probably got to be able to show y'all some scenes about that. And I'm just gonna talk about what I think of it. Wrong, and different on that. I like that show. I like Power. It's time to really start breaking down some of these shows. A lot of people say, "Why is it drug shows?" I also want to do. I want to talk. I'm gonna break down certain movies that we like, but I'm gonna break them down on what I learned from them. All right. Scarface is gonna be one of them. I'm gonna break down, and I'm gonna and I'm gonna break it down on when it's soon to come on. I'm gonna fuck you niggas heads up, and I'm gonna give you the mentality that I had when I first watched it. I have some people say I have a terrible memory. I have a terrible memory on bullshit. Let me get ignorant. Some guys say, you don't remember very well. You must don't listen to me. I have a very excellent memory on what the fuck I need to remember. Now, if you teach me something and I don't remember, you're not a good teacher. You I tell you, can you break it down to the smallest compound? That somebody told me a long time ago. Every great teacher that I ever ran into, every great preacher that I ran into, or sermon guy or orator, Pastor Johnson said, well, this is what I said, but he said it too. I said Pastor Johnson was a guy that could preach the word of God or whatever you were. He could break it down for the GED to the PhD. I mean, he's going to put it where the ghost can get it. Where you're going to get an outstanding understanding of what I'm talking about. I mean, you have to agree with it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm breaking it down so you can go do that research and come back and tell me is on line or not line. Mm-hmm. Some of you niggas can't teach. Some of you niggas can't break shit down. Some of you niggas, and some of you niggas just cuss and just cuss. I know how to cuss and still teach through it. You know? So some of you niggas need to sit down. You know what the fuck you doing. All right? So you don't. You know? So, but I don't remember something, man. Somebody told me a long time ago. That some of you niggas ain't no great teachers, man. Some of you niggas are just you niggas ain't got it. I ain't saying I'm a great teacher, but what I do learn is that I put it where the ghost can get it. I make you understand it, and that's all I'm gonna do for you. It's not gonna be no misunderstanding with me talking on this motherfucker. Ever. You might say, you might say I cuss too much, something like that. You might not like to tackle how I present it. That's the only thing you can say. You're not gonna be able to say the information that I give it to you is wrong. And the only way is long as slight wrong. Might be a date missing on it, but the more, or I might forgot the name of a guy or forgot this, because it's been long ago on some of these people, right? But that's the main thing we got to get the comprehension on, right? So we're gonna break down some things. I got some motivations to some other YouTubers. I'm not copying what they're doing. It's just I see what they missing on something. I say, you missed that. I'm surprised you missed that. And sometimes they don't miss it. It ain't pertaining to their platform. So we're gonna break down certain little things like that, some movies and things. When I really learn how to edit it, and I can show some highlights and things. That's the level I got to get to turn these productions in, so they can become 100,000 views. So I can get my $6,000, motherfucker, from YouTube, not you niggas. All right. So that's what I meant by I ain't here to ask for no money on YouTube, man. You gotta put your content up where you can get the views you need to get what you want out of it. So you ain't worrying about it. You just put the productions out. So so I'm gonna be doing my research, finding people that that I can talk to about that can kind of review my content, or I can tell them what the content and give me not telling me to change what I'm talking about, because that's not gonna happen. But how to present it a little bit better. That's the key to YouTube. That's what a lot of people do. So, be who you are, do what you do, and be proper. But that's what we're gonna do. Like I said earlier, that's the content gonna be the game. We'll get into some of the relationship dynamics and things like that, for us, what's wrong in the male and female relationships. I'm a solutions-based guy. I'm not finna be on here doing what these niggas do. I did that on Facebook. That's why I did it over there. See, so I'm not finna come over here and be shitting on women. I don't care about. I'm not gonna really be commenting on the swirlers in the divestment community. I'm not a divester. What I tell you, I comment on what I'm on. It's too many niggas doing that. Let them niggas have that. All right, I date black women. That's what I date. All right, that's what I deal with. I practice what the fuck I preach. That nigga there or that bitch there don't practice what I preach. I don't give a fuck. We're gonna talk about that too. I don't give a fuck about some nigga fucking a white bitch. I don't fuck. Nope, I don't care. I'm not having a debate with no nigga about where he putting his dick at. I was taught a long time ago what racial discipline was. All right. Grandmama told me a long time ago, you'll get farther with that white man walk in with your black woman, boy. White man give you money, walk in with that black woman. Walk in with her, what happened? Now you know how niggas getting deals done and getting jobs with their white women and but I got one for y'all coming up. Tiger Woods. We're gonna break him down too. You know, that's be down the line. I gotta do a whole lot of research. I gotta really get in there because some things have to be very, you know. Tiger Woods, he's easy too, but that's golf. There's some things he do. I gotta do some research. I pretty much know what he on and what he doing. I used to give my I don't rob you. I give you 2 hours. Uh and you know, we're gonna talk about him. I I want something where I can really put some teaching down, you know, and break down some things, you know. So, you know, with him, regardless, what I'm going to talk about is not him divesting. I don't give a fuck about that because his daddy divested. All right. So, what? You know, his daddy had a Oriental woman, right? I think y'all, you know, now under certain codes, certain systems, that's you know, under Neely Fuller, that's cool. On the compensatory, independent compensatory system and concept, that's cool under that system. You know. Now I believe in being with my black woman. I mean, that's just well, you know. Because I was raised with black man, black woman, I have to get shit done. So I don't have no reason to do that, you know. So I don't worry about that. All right, because it's up to the man to lead the woman in the damn way. So it doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna lead mine. I ain't gonna lead nobody else's, you know. So, you know, Blue Jays with the Blue Jays, Robins with the Robins, baby. You know. You know. That's why they always call being dogs, because you fuck anything. See, I know what shit mean, boy. That's why they call the woman a bitch, because she fucking anything. Mm. You niggas better get it together, boy. You better get the words and words, know what they mean. You know, that's why women get mad, you call her a bitch. But sometimes you gotta call her one. But I'll talk about that too down the line. On certain things that I was taught by people in my life about certain words and talk about the nigga word, things like that. So that's the game show, you know. That's why my name is on it. I ain't, you know. So that's what we gonna do. That's what it's gonna be. That's what we gonna really, really, you know, expand on life, man. You know, I don't know everything. You know, I ain't a master. I don't know everything, but I am a master of self. I am a master of what I done lived through. So that's what I'm gonna talk about. All right, and then have fun with it. I want panels. I want people to come up, you know, and chime in on what we're talking about. You know, that's when I get more in depth. You know, when I do have interactions, I do like live interactions, talking to people, feeding out people, learning. You know, because this is a lot. It ain't just about me. You know, so you know, when people get comfortable, want to hit that bell, hit that button, hit that doggone invite, it'd be good. Everything will be straight. You know, you know. Yeah, man. You know. Yes, sir. You know, who do you trust? Who do you trust, man? Trust the game show, because all we're going to do is just put the game down, you know? We just put the facts down. We're not here to sway your opinion about anything. We put the facts down. That's why I call myself a game show host. I just give you the facts. And I give you my opinion within the fact on why uh, I think it went south, or why it need to go north, or go east, or go west, you know, what direction it need to be going. So that's what we need to be on. Um, you know, looking to do some collabs with some cats in the YouTube, but I think I gotta grow a little bit, give them 1,000 up. I still about 1,000. I've been having some collabs with some cats coming through. And what we do when we do collabs, I take whatever their expertise is, we'll talk about that, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be based off the expertise. It's gonna be based off a hot button topic. It'll be based off something that's moving and shaking in the world. So it might be some of it might be homegirl. I forgot her damn name, but I'll get her later. You know, you know, shit. You know, the main chick nobody likes. You know what I'm saying? Down there that with Offset. So her name, I don't know why I can't get her name no more. I don't know why her name is slipping my mind. But I know a lot of people got opinion on her, but I talked about her. If she ever come back relevant again, I will go back and pull an old Facebook live that I did about her if it ever be real relevant to talk about. So some things I go pull back, from old stuff, and then add stuff to it. So that's things we'll be doing there. We're gonna be doing some chronicles. We are efforting uh, later this month to do some special shows live at a special event, man. You know what I'm talking about? So we gonna get to that, and we gonna do that. So we gonna definitely do that. Uh, that's the goal. So I might happen, I might not make it, but I think I can make it. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna do that, and then you're gonna be able to see my journalistic skills at work. So we're gonna have those type of shows. Um, We'll get into the basketball right now. Lakers on one, 3 in a row, 4 in a row. I got a big take on that. I'm gonna hold off on that though. I'm gonna hold off on that. I'm kind of waiting till the regular season get out the way, and then I'll get on into the basketball because the playoffs hit. Boom. I will have commentary on the national championship game. I will be watching that. I'm gonna watch that game, break that game down, break down some players and everything on that. The SEC bowl for the national championship game. Yeah. So, you know, so we're gonna talk about that. Alabama. I do. I did talk a little bit about that Sunday, but I'm gonna have a full show about uh, uh, right, the politics, right. Uh, we've been wanting doing it. Yeah, right. Now, hey, peanut butter hero in the building, man. Peanut butter boy. When I talk about them Bama boys, he come on in, boy. That's why I talk about it. I ain't no fair. Hey, man, it is what it is, man. Nick, a bad motherfucker. He pimped on my goddamn Longhorns, man. I ain't like that. Got his first chip, boy, with Alabama, boy. I don't get my Longhorn. So man, I'll be. Hey, man, I'm gonna get back to start wearing my Longhorn stuff, man. Yeah, Longhorn be tripping, man. I used to wear Longhorn shit too. I a little reluctant on wearing college shit. Sometimes I'm gonna get back wearing my Longhorn shit. I gotta get back down there, man. Get my Longhorns on, man. My nigga, everybody tell the Longhorn. I had a homeboy who played for the Longhorn, old Dusty Renfro, boy, bad white boy. That was cool, motherfucking white boy too, boy. Yeah, man, shit. Oh yeah, man. So he was a redneck motherfucker too, boy. Yeah, but he was cool with me. That's all that mattered. But yeah, man, it was good shit down there, boy. Texas Longhorn, they got to get back on top. They got the quarterback though. They over there cutting checks though. Yeah, Texas back cutting checks. They gave that motherfucker 1.5 million to come up out of Ohio State, boy. Yeah, but Red McCombs and what Matthew kind of boys out there, them in the Lone Stars. Woo! And hey, you got to tell over there pimping on them cowboys like they $2 hoes, Kyler Murray. Shit. Right. So I'm be you got to whoop him, man. So that's what it is, man. But yeah, man, Nick Saban finna get ready to get another one. I don't believe in what's going on over there. I'm probably gonna, I'm gonna see can ever somebody come in there and chop up. I'm gonna find a way, boy. I know I'll to pull a Peyton and Eli, man. Peyton Eli on that boy and play that whole lot. Shit, it might get me, man. It might strike me down and have a round table with that shit. I probably gonna end up doing. I might do a show on that while that game going on and watch it. I'm gonna see can I get some people that gonna come in with me, gonna chop it up with me. I know, and the key to that though is I gotta kind of know who's ahead. So whoever's like, if I'm not ahead of the game and somebody like already ahead of the game, I'll kind of let them. We'll probably do something. I think about. I'm seeking an effort that if I can't get nobody, I ain't gonna do that by myself. I ain't gonna do that by myself. I'm gonna find a way to do some feeds too. So that's down the line with the game show. That's what we're gonna do. I got a little time. That's what we're gonna do. So we want to have fun with this YouTube channel. We're gonna be having some. We're gonna get ready to set ourselves up for some giveaways so I can get to my quota. I got a good one for you. Now I got a good one for y'all, man. And y'all gonna y'all like and share, subscribe it to people. But I got one I'm finna get ready to set up here about around February. You know, I'm gonna set up something to get to me to 1,000. Get to 1,000. I'm gonna have a giveaway to get me to 1,000 subscribers, so I can go on and get myself up for the monetizing the channel and be able to do more things with it. And then that 1,000, that's gonna bring more people, to the channel. So that's what we want to do, and just really have a real conversation. There's more people are gonna want to get in there and really want to chop it up. And then we do that. So that's what's up with that. We're at 2 hour mark. Go a little longer, not too much more. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we got that kind of set up. So we got to do some things before we get that going, so we can go and get to the thing. Yeah, I'm a little flipping. I'm up here in the attic over at the truck stop, but it is what it is, man. But as everything needs to go, and as everything we doing here at the game show, at the Prince Pierre 9.5 live show, the game show. I am the game show host, Prince Pierre. We're gonna do what to do single time. It's every time. It's the right time. When the game show come on, it's always the right time. I had a little, and I ramble a little bit, but the shows is gonna be in the middle of the day. I see I get more interaction in the middle of the day. I did it earlier. That's just to do it. I said, nah, middle of the day. So my shows will always it'll be between game day, it'll be NFL is gonna always be before kickoff. So, 2 hours before kickoff. So we come between 10:30, 9:30, around that time. But then during the regular week, we'll come on afternoon. So afternoon we come on. I'm the sun, so high noon, is when we rise, and it's when we shining at the highest level. So we'll come on around that, bring it in around that time. So we'll be in between them times. So game day is gonna be in the morning. I want to start doing some post games, but I need live in there. I need people to come in and chime in on that. Okay, I can go on and run my mouth early in the goddamn day early, But we'll let the show build up a little bit, and we get to live in the action. Come here and tell me your opinion about what these folks on, and always understand. And then we're gonna have one show called Freestyle Show. I did a freestyle show the other day. I like the freestyle show. We're gonna have a freestyle show too, where we're gonna talk about whatever, politics, That's when I gotta get back into my politics and everything. So we'll have like 5 topics, You wanna talk about politics, sports, female dynamic, and then just have a freestyle, And then the key to the freestyle is live in action, coming up on the panel, chopping it up, 2 hours or how long, two to three, In the freestyle, I got a lot of time to really chop it up with y'all on that. So that's another thing. So some of the kind of things we're gonna do with the show. That don't mean we're gonna have shows a day or nothing like that, or 10 shows in a week. No, it's gonna be between 4 shows. Again, we try to get to 4 shows, definitely 4 shows. So, no less than 3. If I do 3, I think I'm good. So I might have a sports show, freestyle show, and a special event show, things like that. And I know you probably why I ain't commented on Max Julian from the Mac, because Anger Man commented on it. Somebody beat me to it, I let him have it. That's how I do it, And I listened to him. He went really in depth. Go holler, go to Anger Man channel, holler at that. I don't pick it back on shit. All right, let him handle it. Because because I say this, Mac was a good movie, but will it fall pimping in that? You know. I got some information about Willie. I heard about Willie Dynamite, and I watched it a long time ago. I'll say something about it. And I watched Willie Dynamite, and I seen, the pimping. All right. On how he had a woman that hated him because he was pimping, and she talked to him, she ended up liking him. That's the pimping. You know what I'm saying? But the Mac is a good movie, man. It's star-rated, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Movie like that, and I ain't seen it in so long, so I can't, and I remember the movie. My favorite is I ain't no motherfucking track star. Shoot me now, motherfucker, Richard Pryor, boy. That's my mother. And I use that shit on them cops like a motherfucker, boy. I used that shit on the cop one time. Cop put a gun on me one time. I told him I ain't no motherfucking track star. I ain't running nowhere. I ain't scared of you, motherfucker. Put a mix of that burning Mac and that motherfucking meat shit. I'm pretty yeah, but sometimes that shit, some words and some of them damn comedians be saying some things, come right to your head, boy. And pause the hell out that cop, So yeah, man, that's some memorable spots, man. And there's some, you know. And the Mac was good, man. I mean, it's based out the Oakland game, the Bay. So it represented the Bay real well, man. Flipmore Slim and all that, them kind of cats. So it is what it is, man. Max Julian, man, your man was older, man. That man was older than that man was 88 years old. He was older. He was 3 years older than John Madden. Didn't know that because when you think of Matt Julian, you thought he was younger than John. He was older than John by 3 years. Very interesting. 1933. That brother was, man, he done that. He was in his 40s when he did that. You know? Yeah, man, that was real, man. That was real good, man, by, you know, Matt Julian, man. He was gold. He was gold. He was gold, man. What I'm saying? So, much respect to him, man. You know what I'm saying? They was supposed to have made another Mac, but they never did it because he's supposed to go from because he was right. So a Mac is a Mac. You know what I'm saying? He switch it up to however he gets it, and then he's supposed to. His next movie was supposed to be a movie behind that where he put the pimping down, and he goes to Vegas, and he becomes a handicapper. You know, and never did that. They couldn't get the funding. I don't know how, but it was the 70s, so it was during the race baiting time. So they didn't believe black men could be a handicapper. And that's what it was supposed to be. He was supposed to be a handicapper. He was took his hustle, and went over there to Vegas. That's what he got on that bus. That's where he was on his way to. He was on the way to Vegas. That's facts. Yeah, that's hot button topics, man. You can look that up. That's what they was talking about. They were supposed to do that. Because they were supposed to kind of chronicle him going from the pimping to this to semi-legitimate and all the way to legitimate. That's basically what it's supposed to be about, You know what I'm saying? So it's supposed to be like a trilogy or some shit, but you know how they do black exploitation films, you know, it is what it is. But the Mac, made a lot of money off the VHS game, you know. We're gonna talk about a lot of those kind of topics, man, on how movies didn't make money in the box office back in the day, but they ended up going to the VHS game and the DVD game, and man made money like they was in the damn theater, you know. So it is what it is with that. But yeah, I had to touch on that, man. So who else? That's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Max Julian situation, man. You know what I'm saying? At 8 years old, man. At 8 years in the game, man. That's a blessing. At 8 years in the game. I will say this before I go about the Betty White situation. I know people been on the TV. I don't have nothing negative to say about no Betty White because I would be a hypocrite to say I had a buffer. You know, I watched the Golden Girls when I was a kid, but I was raised by grandmama and granddaddy, so I could watch it. I had a buffer. I could watch it with them, so I was able to watch that shit and laugh like a motherfucker. You know, and guess what? Don Cheadle, he made his acting debut off that show. Yes, sir. Don Cheadle made his acting debut off that show. You know, so you always, yeah, that was his first acting gig was on the Golden Girls. Yeah, and in that particular episode, I remember it. When I was a kid. I remember it. There is I forgot. I think Ray the old Southern Belle, the Ray McCanahan chick. You know, uh, uh, was playing tugging her purse or whatever. And the key to that show is that that's the first time, quote, quote, the nice, bitter white character got ignorant and got real frustrated. Well, in the history of her, she had a show way back in the day, right? And she interviewed some prominent black musician or something like that at the time. And she was only supposed to she was supposed to let him play his music, but she wasn't supposed to talk to him. But what she did was she let him play his music. She talked to him. They warned her that he only gonna get 5 minutes. She gave that brother 20 minutes. And they asked her during the time, why did you do it? She said, because he was interesting. He was interesting. The stories he was telling me were good, and they were good for the show. She got canceled right after that. I don't know what show it was, but it is. That don't mean anything. But I'm gonna quote my grandmama told me a long time ago. He said, boy, the better whites of the world, they just white and that's all. What that mean? Well, boy, these white folk that are worse than your black ass. I'm saying, what that mean? Well, I understand that white, they do have a little privilege. She said, let me tell you something. And this is from old folks. She said, what rich folks despise more than a nigga is a poor white person. Because to quote Khalid Abdul Muhammad, they're a good waste of white skin. Since the YouTube, our ancestors say white trash. That's what y'all used to do. So I ain't playing race games, but I know how to qualify my statements, and I know how to goddamn stand on my platform. Cause I don't know Betty White. Don't know nothing about her. But because somebody came on Facebook and said they liked the Golden Girls because their mama and daddy was watching them when their grandparents were watching the Golden Girls, and the Golden Girls were funny. It was the #1 rated show on NBC on Saturday. People were watching that show. A lot of, I know a girl, man, that used to watch the Golden Girls, used to have me laughing. You know, and and uh and the Golden Girls, it was just funny, man. It was just some funny, you know. Uh, show ladies, man. I don't know funny shit, And I was a child, so. But me, as a grown man, I ain't watching no Golden Girls. Hell, fuck no. But a childish thing. As a damn 8 or 9 year, 10-year-old kid, you had to be in the house at a certain time. I had to be in the house when the light come on. Golden Girls came on at 8:30 Central Standard Time. I had to go to bed Saturday to 10 o'clock. So, go in there, watch the Golden Girls with my grandma, granddad, laughing their ass. You know what I'm saying? And I'm laughing too, right along with them. Not laughing because they laughing, because I was smart. Nigga, I get jokes, motherfucker. I ain't no dumb nigga. So, entertaining little show, man. Entertaining little show. People made some views off of it. So, hey, NBC has some shows, bro. NBC has, and let y'all know, watching this show is because on that Saturday lineup, it was 227, Amen. Then it was a one show. I never remember this show though, but I remember it was a white man. He had this dog that was running on Malibu Beach for some reason. That's all I remember. And then the Golden Girls. So they had two black shows. And they had two black shows to start the Saturday lineup off, and then they ended with the two white shows. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is. Yeah, that's what black folks was on Main Street TV, man. NBC had niggas on TV, boy. It used to be nothing but black. It used to be nothing but black channel. So I mean, it's what it is, man. You had some good entertainment shows back in the day, man. Talk about that one day about just showing pictures of shows and talking about show. We're gonna show we What show we gonna definitely break down is Good Times. I gotta break that down. I'm gonna talk about Good Times, man. I gotta kind of watch it again. So, uh, I think they say somebody told me to go get the Apple thing. Get rid of other, go get Apple. You better watch all this shit. So I got Apple. So you better watch all this shit. So I review some of them old shows. That's to get refreshed. Uh, uh, you know, So that's another good show. I'm kind of just talking a little bit about some things, but the main thing is, yeah, you know, there's some good TV back then, man. Hey, man, you only had goddamn 10 channels, nigga, and they put some TV out there. They had to put. We was talking about that last night, man. About great shows. I said I gotta do a show about the old shows, man. You know, uh, you know, and that was the 80s. You know what I'm saying? So I considered Golden Girls. That was the 80s. You know what I'm saying? So that was like in the late 80s too, and it went all the way to like 91, 92, something like that. But yeah, it was. I think like all the shows went all the way into the 90s. When it started in the mid 90s, all the way to mid 80s. My bad, all the way to almost 90. So them see them, because the key to getting royalties is getting 5 seasons. You get 5 seasons, you get royalties. Y'all know that. As a kid, grandmama taught me that one. I said, I asked the question, these shows that keep like I say, because like how I learned about the syndication, I would see a show and like Beverly Hillbillies, right? I said, I asked her grandma, why does this show still come on? She said, well, first, it's a good show. And as long as the actors or the people don't sell their rights to the show or buy out the show, they get royalties. So them shows you watching, they get royalties. And for a fact, with the Bill Cosby situation, do y'all know that Bill Cosby don't own the rights to the Cosby Show anymore? Do you know that was the number one reason why they put that indictment on that nigga? Because I heard Jamal Warren on the interview, and he ended up getting from Bill, and Bill told the man that he had because they said it was gonna take the show down. They did force him to sell the rights to the show. Now everybody got a big ass check. Everybody that was on the show, that was prominent on the show, everybody got a big check, right? They say they got a check. Bill didn't fuck nobody, but he said that the problem was you could trust that out. And I think our store advisor can attest to that because uh, uh, the Bernie Mac family is still eating off the show. That's why Bernie Mac, when he was on motherfucking Big Kids and Comedy, talking about, give me a show, dog. Give me a show, dog. I'll be good, because he already knew if he get that Fox show, he stay on 5 seasons, it go to syndication. When he died, Wanda and his daughter gets a check for the rest of their goddamn life. That's why people want to do sitcoms. That's why you seeing Angela Bassett doing sitcoms. Why do you think motherfucking me, LL Cool J doing that goddamn show? Why you think 50 Cent went to shows? Because when Power get through on Stars, when it's gonna get through eventually, then it's gonna go to Netflix. Then it's gonna go to another streaming site. It's gonna be shared. And that's royalties. You know. That's why guys, 50 even said that shit that 50 said his goal was this be hot in rap so he can diversify his portfolio. Because he said he knew TVs wasn't gonna pay. He said he knew that out the bat. That's why he did. That's why he came how he came. He said he came. All that shit was the strategy. Him being wankster, dissing niggas. That's why he said get rich or die trying. He knew what he did was gonna get him shot. He took that chance. He survived it too. So, So I mean that's just real shit. That's just real shit. That's just game off the dome, based off what I've seen and what I heard. And based off really that's knowing that knowing little reasons why people want TV shows. But it's a little different now. So now you want to make, both drama movies. But that's why a lot of people don't like the reality shows. Why? Because the reality show is dated at its worst. It's like it's dated. It ain't like Sanford and Son. Sanford dated as fuck, but guess what? It's fiction, right? A reality show. Look at that bullshit 10 years down the line. That's some stupid shit. When you look at Sanford and Son or Good Times, is it more of a different mindset? What's acting going on. Somebody's portraying a character. That character probably do exist in the real world. It was real James Evans is out there, real Florida Evans out there, Thelmas and JJs and Michaels. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna close. We respected Martin Lawrence. We respected Red Fox. We respected Bernie Mac. We respected all kind of TV shows, right? Because they played you. Guy played a janitor. A guy played a foreman. A guy played a mechanic. A guy played a junk man. He played your reality. You was able to relate to that shit. So now you got people playing these reality shows. Now women don't want the blue collar man. That's all Red Fox represented was blue collar. So the blue collar guy, if he was able to have a conversation, able to tell good jokes and make a woman laugh, he was in there. He was in there. He's still in there. But it wasn't no effort. He could still go put on the suit, still look good. If he wanted to wear one or put on, he's whatever he wanted to do. That was the difference, man. It helped the game. Reality shows is the destruction of the game. Because now the girls don't want no blue collar nigga. Shit, they going to go fuck with the dope boy. Which is no diss to the dope boy. Mm-hmm. But, the TV ain't supposed to raise your kids, but TV was the closest thing to kind of see outside your neighborhood, outside your realm, right? So when you got to see 227 or you got to see George Jefferson, an entrepreneur, moving to a penthouse, that's where when you see Ghost, they in a penthouse, right? Mm-hmm. Little Jefferson's copy a little bit, right? See the difference? I seen that instantly when I seen it coming to penthouse. I was like, oh, y'all got the little Jeffersons going on with power, okay? Gang, yeah, took his family and moved him up, just move him downtown, move him uptown. So you got to see the influences of some things, and the Quentin Tarantino movies, things like that. So Pulp Fictions and all these other movies we saw that we like. It is what it is. Finish out with this, boy. But Denzel, bad motherfucker, I'm gone. Denzel get to, and we know he probably played this character in school and all that, but what I mean, Macbeth, I will be at the movie watching that motherfucker just because I ain't a Shakespeare guy. I just want to see. I'm gonna go see this one. Might make me go read the book here. I'm gonna go see it. Probably supposed to been read it. Yeah, shit. Kind of what school you go to read them type of books, you know. That's how you really learn about that bullshit anyway. It's through the school system, through creative arts and literature arts and theater arts and shit. That's how you get to that level. But at the end of the day, so I'm gonna go check that out just to see what it is, boy. I said that goddamn Denzel a bad motherfucker, boy. Shit, greatest actor of all time, boy. I already know. People gonna say, like people say, Sidney Poitier. I get it, but you know, but y'all got him on some so-called cooning shit. Mm-hmm. But but a guy that ain't never done no cooning or no buffooning. Mm-hmm. He did, he did do a little divestment on He Got Game, right? So we know it, but he didn't show you fucking the white bitch. So I don't mean it in that way, but they didn't show it. And Denzel is a bad motherfucker. Denzel is the greatest actor of all time. He the greatest. Motherfucker got range, man. Some bitch fuck around and get another Oscar. You know what I'm saying? He'll get another Oscar, bro. He might get another Oscar, boy. Denzel know to go get him an Oscar. Get an Oscar for Macbeth. I know he should have got an Oscar for Malcolm. You know what I'm saying? Ain't Macbeth supposed to be a white man? Shit, that white man want to say Macbeth, boy. That white man said shit. We're going to get Denzel. We're going to go get Denzel. Shit. Play Macbeth. Hell, we want to make some money. Grandmama told me a long time ago, white man a little motivated about money. Say, keep living. You'll see. White boy play. A nigga playing Macbeth. Are you kidding me? Somebody tell me Macbeth had some nigga in him or something. White man want that money. White man want that movie to make. White man want to make some money. He want that movie to go. Shit, I wasn't even thinking about that. If it wasn't for Denzel, I wouldn't even think about fucking with it. I'm going to go see it, though. Boy, be a Shakespearean classic. I'm going to go check it out. So, that's all I got to say about it, man. I did a little end of topics, man, on what's been going on, relevant news and things like that, man. I know I'm missing people, man. All-Star Advisor. We had him in there. You got damn Nessa, boy. She trying to keep that damn black man over there with her. Keep the black man away from the white woman. Shit, don't worry about a black man with the white woman. Let's get you a black man that want a black woman. That's all. Mm-hmm. Shit, that's it. That's what it's about. Get where you know. Go where you celebrate it. I always say that. Go where you celebrate it. Some of you damn niggas are celebrated by white women. So that's probably where you need to be. So just being real. Some of you niggas need to be over there. It's your lane. So we got to get in the lane talking. But that's all we got to say today, man. I had a little free time today to talk a little bit more. But I hope everybody enjoyed the game show, man. Everything is good. We're going to go and end it off with the traditional theme today. Good show today. I enjoyed the show. Definitely looking for, a little live in action. People over there commenting. We had a good day today. I just want everybody to be safe, stay warm, because it's wintertime. Stay warm. Unless you're in a warm climate, you cool. Stay warm, man. Stay away from the COVID situations, man, out here, man. Don't let it get you down. Keep yourself righteous in the game. The game will make you free, man. You know what I'm talking about? We'll give you a clean conscience of the situation. You won't overanalyze. You analyze, but you won't overanalyze. That's what I don't do. I don't overanalyze. I analyze, but I don't overanalyze. You don't want to get paralysis by analysis, like they would like to say, right? So I just hope everybody have a good day, man. Everybody have a good night. Hope everybody is getting through the hump day, man. It's downhill after the day, y'all know some y'all getting ready for the Sabbath, which is Saturday and Sunday. Enjoy everything that you got going on. And, we don't go on in and play what we usually play, man, because I am that nigga, man. I am that nigga. So we're going to go on let Prince take us out, man. Let's let it play. They ain't going to get me out for Prince, huh?
show. Thank you. Michigan Gainesville, home of the game show. Yeah, the game show host. Hey, look me over. Tell me, do you like what you see? Hey, I ain't got no money, but I'm rich on personality. Hey, check it over. You don't know what it's all about. I'm not through. You're gonna see my point of view. Maybe if you have to scream and shout, so baby, I'm a. And I know it now. Baby, I want to stop until I reach the top. Hey, take in the sun. Tell me, do you like what you get? Turn it on. Just say the word and I'm gone. No, ain't nothing wrong with your ears. Woo! Hey, take it in the sun. This not be too late. Take night. Got to live that life. Take that time to wait. 'Cause baby, I'm a. Might not know it now. Baby, I'm a God. I'm going to stop until I reach the top. Anything comes too easy. When baby, nothing comes too hard. You think I'm wrong about? You just see the shout. Baby, baby, baby. Woo! Might not know it now. I'm going to stop until we reach the top. Baby, baby, baby. Baby, baby, baby. Peace. I'm out.